This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming. Here at the first with a par 4, 414 yards. Frank, what's the key to playing this hole?
You could hit driver or a 3-wood down there. Their only real concern, that bunker a long way down the left. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Grab the fire extinguisher. Put out that ball is on fire. It's melting going through the air. Long just meant longer.
Excellent opening tee shot right in the fairway. Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
And getting ready for the putt. -1, nearly going. Here at the par 3 second hole, just about 170 yards. Frank, when we look at the FedEx Cup playoffs, what was the significance of Jordan Spieth's win at the Tour Championship at East Lake?
It was just simply the exclamation mark on a fantastic season. He started the playoffs in what looked like dismal form, but when you go back and realize he changed equipment at the start, he was trying to retool for 2016. Once he realized it was perhaps a little bit in jeopardy, he just simply went back to his old tools, ramped it up a notch, and at East Lake he was faultless. He was the guy that had already won 4 times, 2 major championships at the tender age of 22, but more importantly, he was merely the best player in the world.
And it really was one of the great putting seasons we've seen, certainly since Tiger Woods was in his heyday. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. So young and so accomplished already. Jordan Spieth, ready with his approach.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Let's see if Spieth can get the round going, get the crowd going here. This one would do it. It's for eagle. Oh, that hurts. Wow. So just a formality here. Has to like that one. Another birdie to get to 2 under par. Well, look at this hole, Frank. A par 3, 192 yards. It is beautiful.
It's called Devil's Cauldron, but with that lake, I think that should cool you down, not heat you up. Just keep an eye on that drop of elevation. For every 10 yards, you should reduce it by a club. So it's going to play some 50, 60 feet downhill.
Good looking shot right here. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the 3rd bunker, the one in the distance. That's a good line off the tee here.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. This a par bid for Jordan Spieth. Has it, and he's 2 under par. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 6th hole, reasonably short at 373 yards, a lot of golfers arrive at a hole like this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short 4. You think these kinds of holes require a little more thinking?
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front edge of the green, there's no point really trying to hit it through that narrow net. You can just sort of knock a 3-wood down there or something that's going to give you a decent yardage where you can at least spin that second shot. You can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it lands. It's going to be much easier than trying to fashion some sort of pitch and run.
Ready try up next. Jordan Spieth can really roll it, has good feel. Let's see what he does with this putt. Frank, that looked good to me. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a couple of feet. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. Do you know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards if you belt one off the tee. Well, you might avoid the bad luck.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. All right, Frank, it'd be fun to watch the players have a go at this second shot here at the par 5 7th.
Yeah, this green is well protected left and right by those bunkers, but thread the needle and, well, you might just nick yourself another birdie or an eagle.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Nice play right there. That's in pretty close. These putts keep the round together. You have to like that. 4 under. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet. But you can see from the overview the design of the green. And that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry. So just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Pretty good shot right there. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favor the left side with the tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
But look at this. Look at all the power in that coil.
Has it come down yet? Not only is it straight, it's mega long.
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Big swing right there and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Early part of this second iron, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Keeping pace. Good stuff right there. 6 under par. So off the long par 3/10, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally, down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, here at the 11th hole, second shot, another chance to make a birdie.
Certainly is. The only thing you're guarding against here with that second shot into 11 is just going long. Pretty generous green once again because it slopes back into the player's face. The ball's not going to kick forward.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. On fire right now, 7 under par. Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Boat. Hole's certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Boat. Doglegs to the player's right, a couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole bends to the right, you like to be down the opposite side of the fairway, which is the left.
Frank just continuing to make the game look easy.
This just shortens the whole golf course up when you can hit it that far.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
So they'll tap in. Bang, bang, back-to-back birdies. Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
I like the looks of this one. It's a pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up. Well, Rich, if he can make this one, add it to that string of birdies.
And generating some momentum now. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Getting set now over the putt. That is a solid par putt. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
That is textbook. I mean, that golf swing is beautiful. Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, a good chance to attack the flag. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. So a tester from 4 feet. Wow, a 5th birdie on the day. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky. Rich, that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
You hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that whole location. Frank, not close, but not bad either.
You can always make the odd 20-footer, and that's exactly how far they are away.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Could use this, putt for par, well into red figures at 9 under for the round. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4 is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there?
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Ball just took off the face.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, club selection so important on this second shot here at the 16th.
Yeah, any time that the elements don't work in your favor, and by that I mean here the false front, everything rolling back, then you've got to actually be more aggressive, and you're going to get the reward. So it's not like playing reckless golf. It's just the terrain dictates that you fly the ball every inch of the way.
Always like to get the double figures under par. 10 under already. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. And it'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. And it is down for an eagle. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Jordan Spieth now on the approach shot. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. This putt for par. Building something very special at 12 under par. Well, Frank, I really enjoyed this. The golf was outstanding, but the scenery was breathtaking.
Canada's just a beautiful part of the world to be enjoyed, to be savoured, really. And on a golf course, unlike a lot of the ones we see today, not overly long, very playable, enjoyable, and a golf course certainly that's going to give you a good score if you play well.